Hey guys, welcome back to the Not Bad podcast. Comment of the day comes from Cortorial Anims saying fagtastic. Thank you. No, I have to add my obligatory thank you,
Oh yeah.
Cortorial. I've evolved, I've become self-aware. Alright. But yeah. We're back with your four usual guys here. Me, Happy, Steph, and Lazy. How does it feel to record it again, guys?
You lagged out so hard, but fuck yeah, dude.
How does it feel to record? And then I think he said like another thing, but that was it.
I said guys, and that's it. But I saw
Yeah.
my ping drop to like a red. It was bad.
all I heard was, how does it feel to record?
Yeah, same, dude.
Making fun of my fucking Yemenis internet. Alright, fair enough. Screw you guys. But yeah, how does it feel to record again, though? The podcast.
Yeet.
Same. Alright, cool. Let's go on to the lyric of the day from Steph here.
I don't even think. Have you prepared that, or have you just forgot about
No,
it?
but I thought of a song right now. Alright,
gonna
alright.
Okay.
So, hi. My name is Steph. Welcome to Lyric of the Day.
Of
here.
the day.
Sounds like a really shitty game show.
I'm quite
Da, da,
high.
da.
I am a little fucking high right now, but it's alright, cause we got our boy Blueface over here with his song, and he be doing pretty lit, getting arrested and shit recently, but he got a song named Bust Down.
That's not the name of the song.
I forgot the name of the song. Fuck you. Alright.
The fact that you know the name of the song is sad, but
It's because he keeps
It's
fucking
called
singing the
Tatiana.
song.
It's called
He keeps,
Tatiana.
he keeps singing the fucking song every time we're in a fucking VC together.
Alright, so I wanna speak. I don't wanna speak of the chorus that everybody knows is Bust Down Tatiana. I wanna see it bust down. I mean, the only part of that chorus I like is bend that shit over on a gang. Says it's so fucking retarded. I love it. On a gang. I'm going off topic. Anyway, he says, smacking, high off them drugs. Off them drugs? I tried to tell myself 2 times was enough. Then the nigga relapsed on the deadlocks, okay? Ain't no running, Tatiana, you gon' take these damn strokes, Tatiana. I beat the pussy up. Now it's murder scene. Keep that shit playing, Tatiana, like you ain't never heard of me. Then that's all I wanna end.
There's this part of the song, I remember Steph doing a lyric of the day, in some previous episode of one of his other songs, and I talked about him just being completely off beat and just voice cracking every 5 seconds. He kind of sounds like me.
yeah.
but-
By the way, I listened to the song. It's really not that bad as you guys make it out to be.
Wait, which one?
The fucking Catches Crippin' or whatever it's called.
Respect.
I mean, bro, he's
Respect is
literally
crippin'.
rapping
Catch
off
is crippin'.
beat, and it became a meme, and he got fucking hella popular off of it.
Anyways, I mean,
But yeah,
rapping. Am I right, guys?
There's this part where he says, make that shit clap, and he claps in the video, and he claps off sync.
He claps off sync. It's amazing. Lazy was talking about it dying to himself. I was like, it's not that funny. Then I went to the fucking timestamp, and it was so off sync. I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
just gotta applaud the thoughts real quick, off sync,
Like, the thing is, it said, in the song, it said, make that shit clap, and then you just hear, and then but in the video, he's like, make that shit clap.
yeah, just applauding the mentions, Well, it was
I mean,
hilarious.
I gotta see the video to see what you guys are talking about. If it's really that bad.
Alright,
You
I'll
always say-
send it to you after the podcast.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Okay. I gotta see the epic clap.
Honestly,
you laugh at a,
honestly,
you laugh
you're
at a
just
clap. Okay.
You laughed at me
Bad.
breathing one time. You can't say shit.
All right. Fine, you got me. All right. Anyways, now that we're done with lyric of the day, wisdom of the day by Happy.
Hello. Okay, so my wisdom of the day is actually a slight experiment. So it's actually like a two-part experiment. So ever since like the middle of like December, I've been walking my dog nearly every single day, and we go on the same route. So it's like about like I think like a little less than 5,000 steps, but it's really fun for her to do it, and like I even got her to like actually jog, which is good because she's like 13 years old. And, like, that's really old for her breed of dog, too, because they only live up to be, like, 8. So she's, like, ancient in dog years, which is really interesting. So, the social experiment that I did was I actually own a security guard hat because my buddies want to go to, like, a VidCon in the future. But they have, like, the weird fangirls who will, like, attack them, So it's like, okay, I'll be your security. So I got a security guard hat. And every day I walk my dog, and no one talks to me. Like, no one wants to interact with me or anything. So that's just, like, proof that, like, people don't want to get involved with, like, police and security. But also, like, over the course of, like, about 2 months that I've been walking her, my dog has, like, drastically lost weight, and it's ridiculous. So, more of the story is, your dog will lose weight faster than you will. Don't be upset.
You fat, your dog skinny. End of story.
Exactly.
I thought you were gonna say the same shit that you said the last episode.
Metabolize stuff differently than humans do. Don't be upset. Also, people are weird.
Yeah, security and shit. I don't know why people are scared of the police. Like, what are you, guilty or something?
Like,
I mean,
it's like every time you see a police officer, it's like, oh god, I hid 5 bodies and killed 6 people. It's like
exactly. I'm like, you're just a normal human being walking down the street. You really
you just
don't
see a
do
police car
that
and you're fucking just like, oh shit, what did I do?
What did that? Speaking of police, that reminded me of that one meme. I don't know if you guys saw it, but like, the police officer pulls over this guy and he goes, so I'm gonna light this pen. Keep focus on the tip of this pen, okay? I just want you to follow with your eyes.
Oh my god, that nigga evoluted, bro.
He just looked straight at the pen. When the guy moved the pen, he was just looking straight, not even following the pen. The look in his face. Oh my god. I have to send you guys a video. It's really, really good. It's low quality.
Oh, I choked on my smoke.
oh jeez.
Yeah.
I can't change my voice. Okay.
By the way, Happy, when you said social experiment, that just triggered so many fucking
That's gonna
PTSD.
trigger so many Democrats and Republicans and everyone in between, but I really don't care, because it's funny that I'm like, dang, I have solved my issue of anxiety issues. You want to solve anxiety issues? Wear a security guard hat. Nobody will ever want to look at you or interact with you.
I
Damn,
guess
that sucks.
I guess that's good. Fuck.
What are you, Blueface? Chill, like.
Steph, are you in the puberty?
I choked on my smoke because of because of what Prototype said, and I just played it in my head, and I just died. Just
I want you to focus on the
remembering
tip of
it.
this pen, okay? Mm-hmm. He just doesn't. He just
Looks
doesn't move his
fucking
eyes.
straight. Doesn't move. This nigga did not move. He looks so evoluted, bro. He's past the intellect that humans can fucking take, bro.
His brain has evolved past normal function. It's beautiful, dude. Yeah,
Oh,
that was
fuck.
epic, really. I really enjoyed that video. Anyways, just to get this out of the way. Wait, is this gonna be no, I don't think this is gonna be that episode. So I'm just gonna go with the first topic, which is, with jobs getting easier to get, is school even needed anymore?
Yeah.
So,
wanted to hear you
personally,
guys.
I think school is needed still, for obvious reasons. What about you guys?
What level of schooling are you talking about? Are you talking about like extra schooling or just like
Primary level, where you learn the
basic?
basics.
Okay, yeah. So like basic schooling is needed, but like if you're talking about like college or university, that depends on what field you want to go into. Because like if you want to be a doctor, obviously you're not just gonna walk into a surgery and then like be like, "Give me my scalpel, I know what I'm doing," because you're not gonna know what you're doing at all. And if you do, that's weird. Like, it depends on, like, what you're going in for career-wise. Excuse me, GTA 5's going on outside of my room. Apparently somebody found the helicopter down on, Main Street. But,
someone typed fucking the helicopter cheat code.
Yeah, they found it. But, like, it depends on what you're going into, because, like, college is getting way more expensive than what it should be, but it's way easier to get a job than anything, like, in order to pay for it. But at the end of the day, it's like, meh.
Yeah, and there's like websites that teach you shit. There's some of them are scams, obviously. Some of them are complete scams. But there's those ones that are honest, a bit pricey, but not as pricey as fucking college.
Bro,
and then
why
you
would
could
you
just
go to school
pay,
when you could just be a YouTuber?
and then you could just fuck you. Anyway, and then you could just fucking pay to like do the exam, and if you pass, you get your shit. Like, bro, honestly. And talking about school, I think like basic math and stuff like that, you know, going up, you need to know that. But then high school, what is that? Like, they just shove a bunch of shit you don't need. Like fucking history. What do I need with history? The fuck?
So you don't repeat it. Like, so like
no,
say you become
just go from there. You just
basic common sense would like make you not repeat history, or like just basic problem solving would make you not repeat history. I mean, history is important. It's a really it's one of those things that can be beneficial. It's not like super, oh my god, you need to know history. Every human being needs to know history, but it is very nice to know where you come from, who you are, and what you represent as a person and what happened. But it's not absolutely essential. I'm not saying that in a way. Also, personally, primary level school completely fine. High school and college it should not be compulsory. Personally, because what I think, right, is that school should teach you the basics, right? How to add, subtract, multiply, divide, whatever, right? It should teach you basic English, socializing skills, all of that. That's all that comes from school as well. Basic socializing skills and stuff like that, and writing and stuff, right? When you hit high school, they should ask you what you want to do. They should ask you. Obviously, you know, no one makes up their mind, so maybe one or two subjects that they think would be good for you if they notice, you know, what kind of person you are, or yeah, something along the lines of that. But I think that they should ask you what do you want to do and put you into that subject instead of having you be bombarded with so much shit to process and not retaining any of it, or feeling like an absolute failure to you and yourself and your family when you really like this one topic, this one subject, this one class, but these other classes you're not really good at because that's not what you're interested in as a person, or that's not what you're just good at in general. I feel like that is something that school should do. Like, I don't know, they bombard you with so much crap, and like it's kind of unfair because no one's gonna learn every single fucking bit of it. I mean, I didn't. I don't know about anyone else. I can't speak for everyone, but I'm pretty confident no one fucking retained not every single thing, but like, you know, the subjects, I guess. So yeah, school gay.
Yeah.
big school, big gay. What the fuck? Honestly, let me just.
Yeah, if you want to get certified for something, then you go, okay, I'm going to go to college, or get a job and pay for go to college.
By the way, I found out something. So I kept on having my family members and, like, even my counselors during, like, high school, like, oh, what are you going to do? And I told them I wanted to go into animation. I found out you can actually be hired by a certain company if your portfolio is full of animation stuff that you've done, and, like, if it's good enough, then you can actually be hired and you don't even need to go to, like, animation college or anything like that. Like, they'll teach you the basics, but, like, there's just certain things that, like, you don't need to learn. It's
Yeah,
it's
YouTuber.
easier. It's easier to retain by working towards it than learning it. It just depends on what kind of person you are, because like with different types of studying, there's also different types of like learning.
I feel like there's like I think there's just a natural human behavior toward being forced to do something and doing something that you actually want to do.
Well, yeah, that's why like in like the so like in Japan they have the mentality of like you got to get good grades so that way you can get a good job and then you can retire early. Like that's like the mentality. So like you have to work hard at stuff. So like if you work
Yeah.
hard and you're dedicated to something, then you'll live an easy life. That's what their idea is. In America, that's not the same thing, but it's like okay, whatever. It's like different in each country.
Lol, we fat. Basically.
Now we
It's
just
just-
lazy. Sorry, lazy.
It's fine.
No offense, Lazy.
It's fine. Okay.
Lazy, what are your thoughts in school?
Wait, me?
Wait, isn't lazy?
Yeah.
Wait, lazy. Are you the only one in school right now in the call?
What? No.
No.
I get so confused.
Well, technically,
Lazy, aren't you
but
homeschooled or something?
Well,
Huh.
not yet, at least.
But yeah.
It's gonna happen recent. It's going to happen in like a couple months. But yeah, it's gonna happen eventually.
So what are your thoughts in school?
Fucking, like, there's this fucking thing. Like, this happens a lot. So pretty much, back in middle school, like 7th grade, my math teacher, like my class did not fucking like care. You know how like
Oh, the
Like,
one
you
of
know-
those classes where like none of the students really give a shit.
yes, you know how like in your class you have like that group of kids where like nobody gives a shit and they just like cut classes and shit.
Oh yeah, every
Yeah.
fucking
Imagine
class
that,
has that.
but it's the entire class.
Ew.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Was that
Fucking
me,
mentality.
Proto? Was I in any way like that?
Not really, cause you were around me, so.
And like they would
True.
like act like fucking like dickheads to the fucking teachers and shit. But pretty much, my math teacher, she literally stopped caring, and she would fucking like this one time like almost the entire class fucking cut math because nobody likes math. Like they just don't like the teacher for some reason. She was nice. She was nice to me. She was nice to like other people, but
Damn.
they just didn't like her because like she wouldn't tolerate them, you know. So it was like, oh, you
so
don't
it's
care
like
about.
kind of like.
Oh, I don't care about
favoritism
you.
Kind of
Oh, you
thing?
don't care about me. Fuck you. You know.
Yeah, that's a
Like,
shitty
oh,
teacher.
you
but
gave
yeah.
me the exact same attitude that I gave to you. Wow, fucking piece of shit. Like that's exactly what they did, and they just fucking like left. And
Yeah.
so sometimes, like she would literally like she wouldn't even teach the class, and she would fucking like she would play like Mr. Bean on the fucking smart board or something. Not even joking. That was how I got fucking introduced to Mr. Bean. My fucking math teacher. It was fucking funny though, not gonna lie. And then like she
Mr.
would
Bean.
teach us some shit, but like it wouldn't really like stay there for that long. She would teach us what's on the test, and then she would stop teaching it. So then once I made it to high school, they're like, "Hey, you know math? All that stuff that you learn in middle school, you still remember that, right?"
Oh god, yeah.
And yeah, and they don't fucking like. It's just like, nah. Well, you're gonna fail every test that we're gonna give you.
Oh, God. I remember going into high school my freshman year. Okay, because I went to, like, the more privileged, full of nothing but white student, preppy kind of school.
Ew.
I hated it so much. Okay, you can only tolerate so many white people at once. It was just so bad. Like, okay.
Same here, dude.
And it was just so bad because like the teaching, like they taught us like more advanced stuff, but like they didn't let us go to high school in order to learn these things. They're like, oh no, you're just gonna learn it here. It's like, so instead of getting the credits for high school, you're gonna have us be retaught this the following year, and it's like, yeah, pretty much. And it's like, you realize how stupid that is, right? So then I go into, like, my freshman year, and I'm getting, like, I already get all this shit. Like, I know it. There's no point in, like, you teaching it to me. So I had to do the same worksheets that I did, like, the previous year. Like, I literally had a teacher, like, stand in front of me. Like she handed me the sheet. I filled out all the answers because I already knew them. And she was like, okay, how the hell did you do that? I'm like, I already did this worksheet last year. It's, like, the school concept and structure is
I wish I
stupid.
had to do that.
No,
Fucking-
it was no,
like,
I would.
oh, hey, we're gonna teach you everything for math in 7th grade, and in 8th grade, we're just not gonna fucking care about that subject anymore. Then we're
8th
gonna test you on everything that you learned in 7th grade in high school when you forgot everything. And instead of using the math classes to teach you what's on the test, we're gonna teach you something completely different.
What I really think is stupid is, like, when schools have, like, a social construct of, like, oh, these are the, like, groups and cliques and stuff. Kids are more worried about who they are in high school than what they actually learn. But what they don't realize
Like, lol,
is
no one
that
cares, mate.
it's 4 years of your life. The rest of your life is building up to learning everything in this, mostly, aside from college. Like, no one's gonna care who you were in high school and college, honestly, in the real world. No one cares. But yeah,
I don't even care. I already forgot who I was in high school.
We should probably go to the next topic, because
I was a
we've been on this for
fucking
so
loser.
long.
No, we're not. Okay, next topic. Listen, all right? We don't listen. Stay clear of religion and politics. Next topic. What do you think the internet will become
What?
in future years?
What? No.
When we be...
No.
I mean,
Stay
that's
clear
that's,
of
bro,
religion
that's,
and
that's
politics,
a big
like, I'm
internet
genuinely
no-no.
serious.
We don't talk about religion or politics.
Big no-no. Yes. Everyone, like, no matter where you stand, everyone hates you. Like, this...
I mean,
and I don't care
fuck
about people
politics.
hating me. It's just the fact
I mean,
that it's...
even if you bring, like, oh, like, this is how I feel about gun laws, and, like, this isn't even my opinion on gun laws. I'm just stating every point of view and listing their
Wait,
advantages and
lazy.
disadvantages.
You have an opinion? No, that's the internet.
yeah,
That's
pretty
the
much.
Damn it.
world. That is the
God, an
world. If you
opinion.
have an
This
opinion,
is my
you're not allowed to talk.
opinion on gun laws.
No, that's
When
not,
are
that's
we
not
going
what
to
I'm saying.
allow niggas with rocket launchers?
That's a
We
great
have
question.
to make that legal.
It's
like,
easier to get
I'm
a
going-
fire. Okay, it's easier to get, like, what are those, a flamethrower than it is to get a gun. Like, you can get a flamethrower one day shipping over, like, Amazon.
Dude, you can make a
Elon
fucking
Musk.
flamethrower.
Amazon.
You can make one. Exactly. Okay, but religion. We're talking about religion.
No, we're not.
I
We're
was
not? Okay.
I was mainly going off of this one YouTuber because he did that. Like he was talking about gun laws because, like, a shooting happened and he stated every point of view and their advantages and disadvantages.
Oh,
oh,
that
oh,
nigga
like-
that got
like
fucked
guns-
over.
Yeah, like, he was like, one point was like guns don't kill people, people kill people, and another one
Yeah.
was guns kill people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was like
Wow.
he was like stating like every like opinion, but he still got completely shit on.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, so we should just stay clear of that shit, you know?
So then
'Cause
why'd
I'm pretty
you
sure
put it
some
on the
people
list?
in here might even hate me. So, you know. I didn't put it, Steph did. He wrote the topic.
We don't talk about religion.
Steph, how high were you when you were reading this?
Come on, you're gonna really ask Steph how high he was.
I
Probably-
wanted to
to be
talk
honest-
about that one
To
thing.
be honest,
dude.
I think he was sober.
Okay. But
I
what is
wanted
okay.
to talk about that one thing that we just evoluted on that one day.
Okay, we can talk about being reborn and reincarnation. That is kind of a mind-boggling
Okay.
thing to.
I have a
to-
theory
to-
on that one.
Yeah, but we kind of just put religion in there as well, remember?
I mean, you put it in the fucking same
I didn't. We
category.
didn't talk about. We didn't
Well,
put religion
there could
when
be
we were
a
talking about
religious.
it. I don't
There
remember.
could be a religious aspect to, like, why you think about, like, reincarnation
Oh, yeah, we
or
did.
like real life and all that.
Okay. First of all, reincarnation is like the most why kind of concept, because even if you're reincarnated, what's the point of stressing yourself about it because you were reincarnated? You don't even remember, so no one will ever know.
When I was a kid, that's actually what I believed in. I was like, if you die, it's like, because like if I tried to think back to my earliest memory, it's literally just me waking up, and I was like 4.
Yes.
Thinking back
Oh
to
my
my
God.
early...
So
Oh
it's
my
like
God,
if
you were
I
four?
die
4?
right, so like I was like, if I die right now, what would happen? Would I just wake up again?
Okay, I have a
Probably,
question.
I don't
I have a
know.
question. okay, the first memory that I remember is having a dream that I was laying in like a bed or like a crib or something, and then there's a bunch of people around me. It was a mix of all these like strangers that I've never seen and like weird celebrities that like now that I look back on it, I'm like, I know these celebrities. They didn't even hit the big time till like now or even like yet to come. And it's like, is this like the weird thing where like you see in your past life and then you see somewhat of like your future at the same time, but you're like 4 years old, so you're not that philosophical at the time?
So you dreamt about celebrities.
I had a dream that I saw people from like my past life, the one that I'm going to go into, and like the future events that would happen in the next life. It was the weirdest shit. And then I woke up and my mom was like, "Come on, we gotta take you to the babysitter." And I'm like, "Who are you?" And she's like, "What?"
Yeah, that's what I did. I was like,
exactly.
I was like, "Who are you?" Like, I already understood English. It's just like, who are you?
I already understood English.
Exactly.
You don't trippy shit.
Well, you don't have the concept of like there's a language and like all the complexities of the world. You just do stuff.
Like,
so
who are you? I'm your
did
mom.
Everyone just gain free will when they were 4?
Like, it's always like at a different age range. Like, I got it when I was like 3. Like, I was going to turn 4, but I guess I got hit with it earlier.
What about you, Steph?
My last, the thing that the earliest memory I can remember right now.
It's about 20 seconds ago.
No, it's when I was a kid and I used to live in a big yellow house. I used to live upstairs and it was this big doggo. And I specifically remember throwing a ball down there so he could catch it. It was so fucking fun for me. But I would not go down there because I didn't want him to fucking annihilate me because I was so small. And then every time I throw it down, my dad, I'd annoy my dad to go downstairs, get the ball from the dog, bring it back up so I could throw it down the 2-story high window. So he could do the same thing.
Yeah, you told me that.
Honestly, my childhood, honestly, that's the earliest memory I can remember. I do not know what age I was. All I know is I was really fucking young.
The first time I gained free will. The first time I gained free will, I was sliding down a fucking banister. A railing. Or whatever you guys want to call it.
Yeah.
You know? The things on stairs? Yeah, I was just sliding sliding down on it. Like, clamping on it and sliding down. And I was like, holy shit. And I just played it off. I was like, oh, okay. I'm doing this now. Then I lived my life. It was weird.
Okay.
It was so odd, dude.
Here is another concept. What if, like, okay, because, like, they say, like, early development and all that for, like, babies is very important, but, like, people don't remember from when they were babies. What if, like, how do I describe this? Like, what if, like, you're just on pilot mode the entire time you're growing up until you gain, like, control or whatever? So, like, you figure out how to shut off the switch, and some people can do it faster than other people. So that's why, like, just, like, evolution, just, like theorizing, like, this can go into, like, the multiverse theory, but I am not bringing that up. That's an entire, like, podcast itself. But, like, what if?
Just like you're basically an animal.
Just like you waking up and you're,
instinct.
like, fucking 27.
You finally gain your free will at 27. And you're just existing now. You have kids and shit.
Who are you?
Who are looking down at your kids? Like Wolverine in that one episode. No, that one movie. What am I? Who am I? After you get shot in the head.
You finally gain control and you realize you're in prison with rainbow hair. And you see Bill Cosby behind you.
You're in the shower, you drop the soap, you instantly evolute. You're like, oh my god, where am I?
And then you just all of a sudden...
You drop the soap, you fucking... What the fuck, where am I? You look behind you, just see a big black man with his fucking dick out.
And then you yell.
Like, as soon as
you
the
yell
soap hits
with
the floor.
instinct. You yell out of instinct. Icky, icky, he giving me dicky,
Oh,
No.
As soon as the soap hits the floor, the immediate impact just flips the soap. You go to bend down and pick it up. Oh my god, where am I?
You just feel a presence behind you.
Why does everything always have to turn into like bad shit? Like why?
Oh my god. Life, man. Life.
Life.
Steph, you have to explain this one to me. This question here. What do you think the internet will become in future years when we become the old generation?
Memes.
You forgot lol.
Basically memes.
Lol.
What do you think how low do you think the future will stoop? I mean, we're pretty low when it comes
Honestly,
to
yeah,
quality.
I don't even know, man.
So what do you think are gonna be like the future memes and how the internet will basically be? In order, you can. I put it so simple so that we can branch off to different topics. Like, what will YouTube be, or Mark Zuckerberg actually is a robot or some shit? You know, we just take it our own way.
It'd
But
be
I
super
was
funny
basically
if memes
just
went
going
back
to.
to 2009 memes.
I was basically just referring to, man, what are memes gonna be in the future?
I think like 50 years in the future, everyone's gonna be laughing at people breathing. I feel like that's where
Oh.
it's gonna go.
Oh, it's gonna go to that path. Okay.
Humor will like evolve how it always has been. Like when
a
you were a
bean.
kid, like potty jokes were the fucking best thing in the world. Now that you're growing up, it's like meh, and then when you're old, it's like no, stop it.
PP.
Just like two guys, 2050. Two guys walk. No, not 2050. 20 like what? 70. Two guys walk into the in a park. They sit down near to each other. One of them like looks over at the other one. He breathes. He takes a breath. The other guy just bursts out laughing. Everyone in the park bursts out fucking laughing as well.
I think like the future generations are going to become like so like disconnected with like nature and everything else. Like, have you not seen like little kids nowadays? Like,
Oh yeah.
they know how to use tablets and cell phones. You know
That's
how
not worrying.
scary
I don't
that
think that's something that's worrying. Like their ability to use, their ability to quickly adapt to technology.
Yeah,
Because
but
old
you have
people
to
can't do it.
realize like there are plus sizes and downsides, but like some of the downsides are like they'll have like lower social skills and like what is it?
Not
like-
really. If you
No, no, no,
actually
no.
socialize them, then they won't. They just know how to use the technology and still talk to people.
Exactly.
I
It's just-
mean,
it's-
I get what you mean, Happy, with all
Exactly.
the technology and not going outside shit. But at the same
I-
time, there's still
yeah.
there's still kids. I see. There's still kids, a lot of kids, that go outside almost every day. Outside is their life, and that's because not everyone's the fucking same. Everyone is different. Some kids
I
might like outside more, but most of the
Dude, we
generation
live in
right
the
now.
Caribbean.
I'm
We're
not
in the
against
Stone
you
Ages,
guys.
okay?
I'm just bringing up topics that people are
I
going
know,
to
it's
be like,
discussion,
what about
discussion.
this in
We're
the
not
comment
like-
section?
I know, a discussion. We're not like fucking jumping down your throat. I'm just saying, like, you can have a kid who knows how to,
Right.
use a tablet who's like only 3-4 years old, but you don't have
Exactly.
to. What people go when people go wrong is when they just use that to occupy the
Yeah.
child, and they
But-
don't let the child actually go outside and socialize or whatever.
How I feel
You have
like the
to-
internet's gonna turn out is like you're gonna be like looking down to like your kids or your grandkids or even great grandchildren. You're like, do you guys remember what meme? Do you guys know what a meme is? It's like, Grandpa, knock it off. Okay, you're going insane again. You're making up words, and they're over
Meme.
there on their like holographic shit, and it's just like.
One of them has a bionic
Like-
arm.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, you have like a flat screen TV in your like house, or like even like the bigger ones, and the grandkids are like, what the heck is this stuff, and like, what the heck is this? And it's just like that's a television. It's like, it's just so big and like thick, and and then they just put down their phone, and then the huge hologram comes up
Not even a phone.
of just like the game in 3D.
They
You fucking- yeah, you fucking
they
play
think
VR.
about a fucking picture
Like-
and it just shows up on the fucking wall
I-
of the hologram.
Your
Okay,
fucking
so-
kids, your fucking grandkids give you these two little fucking earbuds to put in and little and
AirPods.
glasses, and then they just
AirPods.
turn on the VR and you're just in this whole game. You can feel everything and it
No,
looks so
I
real. You're
can-
like, what
I-
the fuck is this drug?
Back in my days,
I can
we
see-
had AirPods.
I can see in the future that they come up with this like type of like bionic tape that you put on like the back of your ear or something like that, and then like it's just a visor and like you can see like
No,
VR
I
and
imagine
everything.
in the
I can
future,
Press
see-
Q
right?
and you ulti.
In
and
the
you can
future,
shoot
they
everyone.
won't have AirPods. They'll have air cubes, evoluted. Man.
They'll have air. They'll just have air.
They'll have
They'll
air.
just have air.
Apple
Or
will
pods.
invent
Or
air.
They
Open
invented
the box.
air.
There's nothing.
Oh my god, that's another existential crisis. What if like we cut down all the trees? Are we that stupid? I mean, humanity
No.
has proven me time and time
No,
again
there's
that
no
we are
way
that
we're gonna
stupid.
cut
So I don't
off
even.
all
Okay,
the
okay.
trees.
So the theory with like the cutting down the trees thing is that like okay, you know like majority of the forests that are in like certain countries are actually man planted like trees, and how they're planted is like to prevent like vast wild like forest fires. Like in like California and all that shit, like they were all like, we need to plant more trees, and then they did, and then all the forests were connected, and that's why there was a huge like wipeout of just trees now because of how they planted them. But like I know this paper company, like with every tree that they chop down, they like grow 10 more or something like that. Like
Damn.
yeah.
So they basically were like, we are not gonna kill ourselves here. So
We're
be
we're gonna
careful.
plant more trees.
We're gonna plant fucking trees. Shouts out to the
Recycle,
motherfucking
okay?
trees,
If
man.
you're listening to this, if you're listening to this with like a bag of popcorn or a water bottle, recycle that bottle. All right.
Recycle.
One
if
Don't
you
recycle. Don't nobody gives a
Swallow
shit
the
about
bottle.
the bag.
If you
Just
don't
recycle the
fucking
bag.
recycle it, swallow the fucking bottle. That's your
When you
punishment.
die, jump in a recycler and recycle yourself.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Actually, if you want to recycle your body, donate it to science so that way people can use your organs for like organ donor. So if you
No,
I don't
use
mind,
your
actually.
stuff-
Just tell your fucking kids or some shit to bury you in the backyard and grow some mushrooms. They'll have fucking mushrooms. Great investment.
Why? This isn't
Dude,
Minecraft.
That's
okay?
not
You'll
a
have
fucking
some fucking-
investment.
You'll have some, your kids will have some fucking some of your mushrooms in the future.
I don't
dude.
think you understand how mushrooms grow.
Yeah,
They
I,
usually grow
I
on, like,
buried my
rotting
mom in the
logs, like-
backyard and mushrooms grew. What a great investment.
Yeah, what the hell? Mushrooms are fungi, dude.
They're like a weak meat.
Yeah, I
They like
tasted it
chicken, but
once.
not chicken.
I tasted
They're
it once.
like
I was
chicken,
like,
but
"Ugh."
they're not.
Like you think chicken is the weakest meat? No. Mushrooms, my dude.
Yo, a bunch of flies took over my fucking chicken that I was saving because a fucking car came in and we had to change tires. I went back, it was just bombarded with fucking flies, man. Yo, sad nigga hours road there, right
That's
there.
what you
like,
get for being an idiot. Just cover it down or something.
I had the box closed and in my bag. I do not know how the fuck they got in.
What? Okay, there's no way that you actually properly closed the whole thing, put it in your bag, contained it properly, and fucking flies went in. Like, there's no way.
They were like really tiny flies, not the huge ones, like really tiny
Oh.
fucking flies.
Fruit flies?
No,
Like,
the
ones
smaller
that sand-
ones.
Sand flies? The ones
Ticks?
that like bite the shit out of you?
I think
Ticks,
so.
Flies.
Mosquitoes?
I don't know what they're called, bro, but they fucking. I was so pissed.
Mosquito
dude.
flies.
It was my fucking chicken.
Mosquito flies?
Well, man, hey, ripping
Herpes
F
flies?
in chat for Steph's chicken.
Rust in plastic.
Rest in plastic, guys.
Rest in
next,
fly shit.
Next topic is, what was the most physically and or mentally fucked you've ever been? And in brackets, and or is there in case you aren't comfortable speaking of your mental health? I'm comfortable. I don't know about anyone else, but yeah. Anyone want to go first? Why does no one volunteer ever when I say that? Like, ever.
Yo, why you guys not
And-
volunteer, dude?
You're not.
I'm,
You're fucking
I'm
part of
a-
us. You're not
Hypocrite.
volunteering.
I make the topic because I want to hear you guys talk about it first.
Yeah, but you gotta fucking say.
It's like being a chef and making food. You don't want to eat your own food.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Yeah, it's like being a chef and making. It's like being a chef and cooking food. You don't want to eat.
You don't want to eat
Honestly,
in general.
these topics are so fucking old. I forgot the story I wanted to tell you guys.
I'm gonna say and or and just like be skipped, please. Eat.
So, Happy, you want to go first?
I just said and or like is that like the quote that you say of like when you want to be skipped? Because I kind of don't want to talk about mine. Mine's too like no.
No, like
I mean, you could talk about something
you can
that
talk your
is there
like physical fucked, like physically fucked. Like, oh my god, I fucking broke my shoulder one time, and it was just there leaning backwards when it.
Oh, I
lets you do
I
that.
see what you were going to talk about now.
Oh shit! This gives me
Nah,
the perfect
that's not what I'm
opportunity to
gonna
talk
be
about
talking
how I
about.
how
You
I
know,
got this scar.
Yeah. Hey, I
So-
fucking broke my leg. You know, physically fucked. Or you can talk
I'm pretty
mentally
sure.
fucked.
I'm pretty sure you did this exact fucking thing before.
Did I? Honestly,
yeah,
tell
like,
me.
Cause I remember talking about fucking having like remember like on a podcast episode I told you guys about my fucking my disease that I got from my nephew.
But no,
Just
worse
conti-
sickness. That was worse
That was
sickness.
sickness.
Oh,
That was,
I was
Oh.
being sick, my nigga. This is talking about physical pain that you caused yourself.
physical pain.
I don't have any mental shit because I'm not an edgy boy. I only
Wow,
have
well that's
physical
kind of
shit.
fucked, honestly.
Your best friend's an edgy boy. How do you feel?
Oh my
Oh
god!
yeah,
like, he
yeah,
actually is, like,
people who
just
have fucking people who have fucking severe crippling anxiety and depression. Yeah, bro, you're just fucking edgy.
You're just edgy, honestly. All you guys is edgy. No, edgy. Big edge. No, I respect your effort to exist. It's hard to do that, and you know what? I give you props every day. But I guess I'll just start first because no one else does. Because screw you guys. You guys suck. So I have a scar on my forehead.
I was expecting
Like
you to
when you
say
look at my
something different.
face, it's probably the first thing you're gonna see. Not gonna lie. It's not really massive. It was huge when I was younger, but now it's like kind of, in my, because I'm bigger. I'm big boy. I'm a big boy now. I drink my milk, so it's kind of in there now. I think I was like 4, 5 years old. A lot of shit happened when I was 4 or 5 years old. I was being towed on a bicycle. I think I was sitting like forward on the bar of the bicycle. It had like a special bar that you can like put. You know those bikes that come with, not come with, but you can probably add like a piece of wood, like attaching to like the bottom of the handle and the bottom of the seat to like make this little thing that people could sit on. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so I was being towed on that. I was just sitting there, and my big cousin, he was like probably, I don't know, I can probably look, he's probably like 14, 15 maybe, I don't know. And we were just sitting there, and he was towing me on the bike, and we were just riding over to my aunt, which is his mother, obviously. The mother of a cousin is an aunt. So we were riding, and he was like, listen. No, my foot slipped for the first time, and it grazed the spokes of the bike wheel. Right?
Oh,
And he was like, don't put your foot in between the spokes. Like, seriously. And I was like, oh, okay, I won't. Telling a 5-year-old that, yeah, sure, they won't. So we were riding, and then I didn't do it on purpose. That's the thing. We were riding, and then a couple seconds passed, and then my foot grazes again, and like when I tell this story to people, they're like, "Whoa, how did your foot survive? You still have a foot? Don't you have a scar on your foot?" No, I don't. What happened was, I managed to tip the bike over, front in the ground, back up, like the back of the bike flicks up. We go flipping in the air. I don't know how that happens. And I just land on the road, face first. The thing is, I didn't feel any pain. It was just
it's
pure,
so weird.
I'm pretty sure that's just adrenaline.
Adrenaline, yeah, I was gonna say adrenaline, but it's weird because like I didn't feel any pain from that. And I was just standing there like, what happened? And then I see my cousin just like bloody, and I'm just there like, what the fuck? We washed off at a nearby pipe, And then
Then
we
I looked in the
continued.
mirror and I saw a giant gash on my forehead.
And then I was like,
I arrived at my aunt's, and she was like, "What happened?" Blah 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 blah. And they put some antibiotics on it. They did some voodoo shit. They took a pill and they snapped it in half.
Some voodoo
And took the contents from inside of the pill. They kind of chalked it on top of my forehead, and they told me to go sleep. So I did. Sleep it off. Don't worry. And now I have a lifelong scar because I'm stupid. All right, next person.
So my aunt just karate chopped my forehead and told me to go to sleep. And then the next day it magically healed.
No, she didn't chop my forehead. She sprinkled the stuff that was in the antibiotics on
Oh,
the
she
forehead.
sprinkled some magic
this-
dust, okay.
Yeah. And then she just was like, go sleep. I woke up, I saw the mirror, and I was like, damn, I'm handsome. But also, damn, my fucking my forehead was messed up.
But also,
So yeah, that's my story. What about anyone got any really messed up injuries that they got, or?
this one time I fell flat on
Fell?
my
Okay, end of
face,
story.
like on fucking, like not cement, but fucking concrete. And then I got I got a scar on my upper lip. It's gone now, like completely. But yeah, yeah. And everybody's like, "Oh, haha, you got in a fight, right?" And I'm just like, "No."
No, I'm just stupid.
And it's like, "Oh, it's okay. Your secret's safe with me." I'm just like, "No." I fell.
When you can't walk. I also got a scar on my bottom lip since you said top lip because I ran into a wall. That's the end of the story. When I was younger.
I have okay, the harshest thing, the harshest accident I've ever been in is that I got hit by a car, but nothing happened. I just walked it off. Yeah, I was crossing the way because my mom dropped me off for we were gonna be doing a play, and I was gonna be acting in it, and then I'm like, okay, mom, oh, there's my friends, and then she was on her cell phone, and then she kept on texting and started driving forward, and she hit me with the car, and then I just everybody saw, they're like, oh my god, I just got up and I just started limping across the way. I'm like, I'm good. She's like, oh my god, do you need to go to the hospital? I'm like, no, mom, I'm fine. So I just kept on going on with my day. Another time was when I was 2 or 3. I was apparently asleep in my baby crib, and my mom left her cigarettes on a shelf that was above my thing, and my brother tried to grab them while he was 10 or something, and he wanted to smoke them, but then my sister and him got into an argument over no, you can't smoke, and I wanted to smoke, and it was just and then eventually they brought the shelf fell on my forehead, and now I have a permanent dent in the side of my head, on my forehead. Which is why when I was a kid, I always covered up one part of my eye with it, because kids would make fun of me because of the dent in my head, and it was annoying.
Damn.
Yeah, and the most that would bring us to the next question, but the most disobedient thing I did as a kid was I always had the one hair over the eye thing, but not because I was edgy or anything or I thought I was a badass. It was just because I didn't want kids making fun of my dent. And now that I'm older, I'm I'm gonna show off my forehead because nobility, bitches.
Come on. You were a little edgy.
Forehead.
Forehead.
Everyone was a bit edgy.
This one time, it was my mom's birthday. I was 10, I think. And my mom was it was this whole thing where she walked outside into the backyard and everybody was cheering yay, and I was oh, I'm gonna go see my mom, and I just the house fucking
Scampering over.
That? Oh shit, there's a Simon Says game underneath my desk and I accidentally kicked it and activated it. You're about to hear it go off.
Oh my god. Summoning the demon. The Battle of the Nephilim. Damn. Sure.
Yeah, I was hey, I'm gonna go see my mom, and the place was just completely fucking crowded. I was just hurrying, trying to get to the fucking backyard. Cause it was my mom's special day. I'm hell yeah, I'm trying to see this. And somebody's I don't remember who it was, but somebody bumped into me, and their cigarette went straight into the back of my fucking neck, bro.
Oh God!
What?
It fucking
Wait, what
hurt.
happened? What happened?
Oh
Somebody burnt me with a cigarette on accident on my mom's
Did you go?
birthday.
Oh yeah, longer.
No.
No.
Oh, God.
All right. Worth a shot.
Also, there was something else that happened. Shit. Fuck, I can't remember. I know, I was gonna talk about
Because
that
I'm
and
getting
something
really
else.
rich. Sorry.
Fuck off. Fuck.
All right. Well, whenever
Why the
you
fuck
your
is the fire
Alzheimer's
alarm
kicks
going off?
back.
Okay,
Because these
stop, never
topics
mind.
be too hot. Got him. Kill me.
Damn, we
Got
really
him.
out here. Got him. So I guess that's. What about you, Steph?
Yeah.
Oh, the most mentally. I'm gonna do mentally first. The most mentally fucked I was ever. I was. Not too far back. Not like last year or anything. It was like I don't know, 2 or 3 years back, maybe. But I can't even recall what I was thinking back then because I don't know. It was some straight up random mentally fucked shit I can't even remember because I was thinking of so much things at one time to the point where I literally thought I was insane and everyone around me thought I was insane. Except for Proto. He was still my best friend, which was nice. But like I would
Dude, it's because negative plus negative positive. Negative times negative positive. So
Actually, you're wrong. It's negative times the negative.
that's what I corrected myself. Screw you.
So like I would fucking bang my head against a wall, probably punch a few walls, do a lot of stupid shit basically. But that was the most mentally fucked. I passed that so hard. Thank God. I would
Are
have.
you sure?
I'm pretty sure I would have fucking did something to my brain. I think I did do something to my brain by hitting my head on the wall so much times. But hey, that was the past. Most physically
second that,
fucked
yeah.
I've ever been. I was in primary school. We were playing a game of tag, I think it was. I was right next to the bathroom door. I was hiding behind this little pillar, concrete pillar thing, so people won't see me. And then I turn around to want to run to a wall, which is homes. You're safe there, right? And fucking someone opens the door at the exact moment and hits me right in the fucking eye. Like literally, I got a fucking scar on my right eye, on my eyebrow that
Oh, shit,
hair
yeah, you
never
do.
grows there. Hair never fucking grows there. I got 3 stitches there. The funny thing is, right? I did not feel the blow, and even though I had a pool of blood in both of my hands, like just cupped there, looking at it, I did not panic or anything. I just casually, I walked. I was like, oh, well, this happened. I walked to the sink and just washed my eye, and everyone's like, yo, you okay? I'm just here like, yeah, I just gotta wash the blood off of my eye real quick. I'm
It's
fine."
gonna wash
We
the
can-
blood out.
I was willing to play more fucking tag after, but everyone was so panicked and shit because they could literally see, like, I think they could have seen the bone because I just fucked my eye. He just fucked my eye. So literally, my mom had to like come off of work, carry me to the fucking hospital or pharmacy, some shit hospital, so I can get 3 stitches. And I think I visited that same hospital when I was way younger when I broke my shoulder.
Not gonna lie, when you went from I was playing tag to I had to get 3 stitches and I was lying in a pool of my own blood.
I was not lying in a pool of my own blood. I had a pool of my own blood
Just knocked
in
out.
my hands. I had a pool of my own blood in my hands, and I was not panicked at all. I was not
Yeah.
scared or anything. I was just like, well, this happened. Time to
It's
go
just-
clean my eye.
It's just the fact that you went from I was playing tag in the 2nd grade to that.
I thought of a mentally fucked moment of my life. So I was like in the caves mining, right? And
Oh my God.
Right?
my iron pickaxe.
I knew this
Wow,
was
you
going.
guys are really gonna laugh at a traumatic moment. For me,
What
really
did
now.
you find some diamonds and you turned around and a creeper blew
okay,
up and it
listen,
flinged you into lava and you lost all your stuff?
Listen, okay, God, stop, don't ruin the joke. You ruined.
Play the
You know,
clip
you
here,
ruined the
please.
joke. Let's continue.
Oh, it's a joke.
In post, Lazy, could you please play the clip here?
Yeah, I'm definitely doing it.
Just like
I'm not gonna play the audio though. I'm literally just gonna
Just-
have
just-
it there.
have Proto do the voiceover of just like I was in the mines one day.
Oh
I was in
yeah,
the
voice
mines,
that
right?
over.
And like, I was far away from my spawn, and I mined some diamonds. It was a really good vein of diamonds as well. I decided to not wear armor that day because I mean, like, I'm just so pro, you know. And I had like an efficiency 5, fortune 3 pickaxe. I mined some diamonds. I got a lot of diamonds. You know, fortune 3 is awesome. And I was just crafting. Like a diamond sword, right? Just in the crafting table. I open up my crafting menu and I hear a hissing behind me. And then just white. And then
white.
you died. Respawn or main menu. And I clicked main menu and I deleted the world.
Oh. And then I just see white.
that's not
Next
what it
topic.
Oh my god.
Okay, this is interesting. What would you say is the worst or most disobedient thing you've ever done to your parents/parents? You know, for all the black people out there. So yeah.
This is
what do
completely
you-
unrelated, but I just remembered the fucking thing that I was gonna say earlier.
Oh shit, go ahead.
Like, not last year, but like a couple years ago. Actually, it was like 2 years ago. That was the year of just almost getting hit by a car. Multiple times. Like, I literally
Final
counted it.
destination.
I literally counted it.
I mean, I almost
Like,
got hit by cars a good few times as well in my life.
Like, it happened like 3 times in one fucking year. Probably more. And it's just like, most of them were like, it's like, hey, wow, red light, I'm just gonna walk across the street. And,
Wow.
then somebody's fucking cutting a red light. And once they fucking drive in front of me, they start fucking beeping their horn. And like, literally their car's like 2 inches away from my fucking waist.
New York, am I right?
Yeah, honestly.
I'm walking here.
Hey,
Should've
I'm
yelled
and I
at
said,
him.
and then I said, "Hey, I'm walking here," and then I got shot.
Did you actually?
No.
Damn it. Yeah, their respect points would have just increased tenfold.
And then another time, like, same thing happened, except for like, it was like a fucking not a tap. But this time, like, it wasn't like a taxi. It was like just a car service, like a car service car, and like they literally almost hit me. Like, I was like the thing is,
Let's
for
gotta
them it
go
was
down on their Uber points.
Uber, your
them,
Uber
it
is
was a
here.
green light,
I
and
also
it was-
ran
for me,
over a
it was red
kid.
light. So I was just walking, and then he just drove past and kept turning, even though I was walking across the street, and he expected me to jolt back to the sidewalk when the light was about.
But
to
you have the
change.
nuts of gold, right? And you just walk past.
Yeah. And
Exactly.
Then, and then the
You gotta
last
stick
time-
it to them. Then you whip your dick out and you just insert it into the car.
Proceed to fuck the car.
Just crush the car.
Gosh, no. Okay, most
yeah.
I
disobedient
crushed-
thing.
Wait, oh, yeah, I'm not done.
Oh, fine,
I-
sorry.
Then I just whip out my fucking
Aw.
Yumi, and I just crush the car. Just absolutely. Okay.
Mad lad.
One
Okay.
last time that I almost got hit. I was walking to the store with my stepmom, right? And like,
Which
I
one?
live on a hill, with a bunch of dead end blocks. So like, I always live on a dead end block. I don't know why, but
Same.
I would I was walking to the store with my stepmom, and then a car would just like, it was like some black guy, I don't know, but he just kept driving. Like, he saw
Some
both
black
me
guy.
and my stepmom. Like, we were just walking downhill, and he was just driving, and he wasn't stopping. He wasn't beeping his horn or anything. I turned back. I just saw him, like, he was on top of the hill, kept walking forward, turned back, he was closer, and then, like, he was right next to me, and I almost got fucking bitch slapped right in the shoulder by a fucking, by the fucking, you know, the little side window?
Rear
Oh,
view
Oh,
mirror.
the review mirror.
Yeah, that. Yeah, the rear view mirror. I almost got bitch smacked by it.
Oh my god, you just
Yeah,
made me
not even
remember two
joking.
stories.
I was so close to getting hit by it, and he
Alright,
just kept driving, and he looked at me, and he just
wait,
kept
before your story starts, Steph, there's a really short one. Speaking of bitch smack, I remember a car was speeding past me, right? And the car was
I'll be
driving
right
so
back.
fast. I tried to like be a rambunctious child and smack the car. So I smacked the car, but the car was driving so fast that it deflected off and almost fucking. I think I fucking slapped myself. It was retarded. I felt stupid. I felt like the car
when
fought
you're
back in it.
retarded.
Anyways, yeah, your story.
You got the car fought back.
It's like the cube in Fortnite. Well, older
Oh,
updates,
fuck.
I guess, but yeah.
Oh fuck. Alright, I want Lazy to hear my story, and he was just like, I'll be right back.
He's got a nephew that's banging on his door.
Oh wow,
Fine.
his
Just
nephew
tell your
is banging
story.
on the door. But I'ma
His
just
nephew's not
start
on
my
the door.
story. The two stories that I found the funniest of me nearly getting hit by the car, all involved Proto in them. Meme review. So the first one I'm gonna tell, we were heading to do our CXCs and we were gonna cross the road, right? And it was a
I
real
remember
busy road,
that.
right? But it's a low traffic. So I just walked across and I only looked one side and he was like, yo, dude, try to hold me back. I was like, what? Then I look on the other side, the car literally like fucking slightly fucking pushed my leg. I was like, oh, okay. And then we continued walking. He was like, what the fuck? I forgot what you said, Proto, but it was hilarious.
No, is the reason why that happened, right? Is because one of the conductors for the bus. So over here in the Caribbean, the bus drivers really like people going into their buses and paying money. They like money, so they would borderline beg you to go into their bus.
Yeah.
Right? They're like, but like they would be like, oh, so you're coming this way, you're going to that place. We go that way, whatever, right? Because they want to get you to that place and they want money. And one of the conductors were distracting me. They were like, "You going? You going?" I'm like, I shook my head at him multiple times, and I had to physically say, "No." Then I turn my head and I see Steph crossing the road and a car coming, and I'm like, "Yo, dude!" And then yeah.
Yo, dude. Yeah, what? Oh.
The car touches his leg. I'm
Continues to
like,
cross. The second story what happened way before this one, when I think we were in year 3 even. No, this is when we used to go collect my sister from school and walk
oh
her home.
God.
So like we were walking down this, it's like a long road, and then we were almost to the end. So we were almost to the end and a truck came up. And right, this was a real small road. There was no sidewalks that we were safe from the truck. And it was coming at like full blast speed. And my nigga kind of just like, it was two of us, no sidewalks, a road, and a truck is coming. So like he was coming full blast. Prototype was in the corner. He was safe. I was out in the road area. He was in the dirt path. I was like, oh fuck. And it came, and the literal rear view mirror nearly smacked my head off. I had to duck for that shit. Yo, like, yo, Proto was just dying. He was like, oh my god, what the fuck? And I was like, yo, dude. And I nearly got smacked the shit out of by a truck's
By a
rear
rearview
view
mirror.
mirror. Like,
Yeah, you
literally,
always
he
like
was
doing
going
that.
like so fucking fast, dude.
When I see the truck, I just go in the corner, but Edge Boy over here wanted to look cool and
I'm back.
epic. Walked down the road and died. Yeah. Oh, all you missed was just me trying to slap a car and it bitch slapping me.
Yeah, you missed out some good story.
Yeah, that's basic. But yeah,
When
it was
car slap
fucking-
you instead.
It actually my hand deflected off the car, and it went straight from my face, dude. I was like, what the shit? I felt so stupid.
You're like,
And then the guy stopped because he was like, what the
You slap the car and your hand just recoils back to your face.
Yes. Actually,
just this small stupid kid thinking slapping this car is a good idea. Whilst it's coming full speed, and all you hear is.
Yeah. Just dong and then. Actually, I had friends around as well, so they just saw this stupidity firsthand.
They just
And I was
saw
like,
you
what the
fucking they saw you fucking slap the car and then slap yourself.
Basically, it was messed up. Yeah, you're just too high for this.
Yeah, I'm way too high for this, dude.
Alright, guys, it's been an hour and 7 minutes. Let's wrap this shizzle up, my nizzles.
I mean,
So thank you, guys.
For me,
Wait.
it's been 1 hour and 12 minutes.
Same here.
Somebody else
But
was
you
gonna
didn't
do the
fucking
outro.
record.
I thought somebody else was doing the outro.
I mean,
So
like,
yeah, thank you
I
guys
never
for
do my
watching the Not
outro,
Bad
ever.
podcast. If you liked it, punch that like button in the face.
In the face,
like a boss.
like a boss. And high fives all around.
And thank you guys.
You guys,
And I will see all you dudes.
It's so fucking stupid.